open this one. Oh, look at that. It just looks all the spices. It looks like chili. There are some chili flakes as well. Hello everyone, it's Sabir here from Spice Nation, and today we are in Chatswood Mall Market. This is a Chatswood night market. Chatswood is a suburb just outside of Sydney CBD. It takes about 15 minutes from Sydney CBD, and if you're taking the train, it's just only a few stops from Sydney CBD. There are lots of good street food stalls here, and there are some merchandise shops as well. It's really good to come back here because after COVID hit, lots of these places were shut down. They've been open for a while now, but I think people were cautious because of COVID cases. But I think things are getting normal. For example, for last 4 days, there were no new cases here in New South Wales. So it's all good, and you can actually see there are lots of people around there buying foods. It's not definitely gone back to normal as usual, but it's definitely better than a few months ago. Yes, let's get started. So first we'll try some takoyaki. So this is one of the Japanese classic. So I got actually two different options here. So the first one is a octopus, and I have the prawn one as well. And on top of that, there are some, I think these are some dried fish flakes, and here's some Japanese mayo as well. So this one, let's start with the octopus one. It's so good. So it's just normal batter, and inside they just put octopus, and on top of that there is some sweet sauce, and with this fish flakes it just tastes amazing. It's a little bit fluffy, it's really soft, but inside you have the octopus, so it's a little bit crunchy and a little bit chewy, but it's really good. And now we'll try the prawn. There is some kind of sauce on the top. Let's try this. It's actually, I think, they put a whole prawn here, so you can see. I think I'll just use my hand. It's just better. Oh yes. There's a whole prawn inside, and oh my god, this is really, it's actually the prawn. But it's same as the last one, so this is the batter is, with this one it's really soft, and inside you have the prawn, which is a little bit crunchy. It's well cooked, so not really chewy, and taste is really good. 100% I'll recommend this one. Korean pancake, this is the first time I'm trying this one. So this is a fermented dough, and they filled it up with something called buldak. This is the first time I heard of this one as well. So this is marinated chicken, and this is marinated with some Korean spicy sauce. So texture wise, this is, yeah, definitely round shape, a little bit crispy on the outside, and we just open this one. Oh, look at that. It just looks all the spices. It looks like chili. There are some chili flakes as well. Okay, let's try this one. Wow, it's so good. It's filled with chicken. You can see lots of different chicken, and the whole red thing is actually some kind of red chili sauce. So you can actually taste the chili. There are lots of chili flavor coming out from this one. And this dough, this is like a little bit fluffy, and this is cooked. They actually deep fry this one, so you can see that it's a little bit crispy on the outside, and it's really yum inside. The dough is really soft. I have to take one more bite. So good. This is the first time I'm trying this, and I definitely love this one. all the flavors coming from the chili. That's really amazing. I love chili, and this is something that I will highly recommend. If you love a little bit of spicy food, then this is for you. This is really good. Okay, so next up I got some Murtabak. So this is from the Malaysian shop, and you can see this actually cut it into different pieces, and there is a lemon as well. So I will just put it on the top. So just a little bit of history about Murtabak. So this is actually famous street food in Southeast Asia and some part of Middle East as well. I'm from Bangladesh, and there is a similar kind of thing which is in Bangladesh and Kolkata, which is called Morglai Parita. So this is kind of similar. You make a dough, and inside you stuff with some chicken or beef mince, egg, and some spices, and fry that one. The difference with Morglai Parita with this one is that they didn't use much oil, and this is Malaysian, so spices are Malaysian as well. They stuffed with this one is stuffed with chicken, some potato, and some greens. This is my first time trying Murtabak as well. I definitely tried Morglai Parita several times, but this is the first time. Yeah, so you can see greens actually, there's some celery, and I think there's some spring onion, and you can see the chunky potato. Because the celeries are, even though they're cooked, but these are a little bit raw celeries, so you can feel the crunchiness of that one. Yeah, so this is not deep fried, so this is not really crunchy on the outside. This is more like paratha. If you had like roti canai, this is kind of similar to that one. So there is like different layers of it, and inside that is filled with chicken, minced chicken. It's so good, and that lemon actually gives really nice flavor on top of that crunchy celery chicken, and it's not really spicy. Just mildly, they use mild spices, which is nice. I mean, I would definitely prefer a little bit of chili here, but hey, you cannot get like chili and everything. That's lots of carb, but it's good. It's good. You should try it. Okay, so next up, I got some Farah Wings. So they have different sauces. You can choose from their special sauce. There is some garlic sauce, and there is an extreme hot one. So they call it tangy chili. So I got that one. So these wings are cooked, and on top of that, they just add the spices. And I guess if you want to try some good food, you need to make your hand dirty. So, yeah. So the tangy chili is actually, they put some lemon here, so you can actually feel that tangy flavor. And chili wise is spicy, but I mean, especially if you're coming from subcontinent, that's okay for you. But I think if you're not from spice background, I would say that this might be a little bit spicy for you. But I think for me, it's alright. Wings are cooked perfectly. And I really love the flavor. That lemon flavor that gives you really tangy, and also these spices. I'm not sure what they added, but this tastes really good. These are cooked perfectly. These are really juicy, not undercooked, not overcooked. Perfect. I really recommend this one. These are so good. The owner actually put a complimentary Knafeh. So this is the African Knafeh. This is actually homemade. Let's try this one. Wow, it's really sweet. A little bit cheesy, buttery, and this nut's actually giving really nice flavor. This is good. So good. After all this food, you need to finish up with something really good, and you really need this drink. So this is a fresh sugarcane juice, and I add some lime in it as well, a little bit of ice. Wow, the freshness is so sweet, and the lime gives really a bit tangy flavor, and it's just freshly made. So good. I really needed this one. We were actually done for the day. Then I remembered I really wanted to try out this Portuguese tart. I'm really full, but I really didn't want to miss it. This looks so good, and I love this Portuguese tart. So I just bought two, and oh, they're so good. I can touch it, and I can actually feel the crunchiness from the puff pastry, and that's so good. So you got the really crunchy pastry on the outside, and this really creamy egg, cheese, and it's a bit buttery, sweet, perfect. That's so good. Not all the vendors actually accept cards, so just remember you might need to take out some cash, and there are lots of banks around. Yeah, they're just here. So there is actually lots of ATMs and banks around here, so don't worry about that one. If you're taking the train, there are actually two different trains. So there is a Northern Line and also the Sydney Metro, the new built metro. It actually comes here in Chatswood. So, and also there are lots of buses as well. There are so many different bus options. If you're watching this video in 2020, and most likely because of COVID you might don't want to take the public transport, then there are actually a few different there are shopping malls here. So you can, there is a Westfield, there is Chatswood Chase, and there is Mandarin Center, and most of them actually offer 3 hours parking. So feel free to just take your car and park here. That's perfectly all right. If you enjoy this video, please like the video, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. And if you have a favorite street food place here in Sydney, please let me know. I would love to try out some of the street foods